Hey Jack Squad, how's everybody doing today? I missed you guys. As you know, I was out of town with my twins and my daughter. Today, I got something to talk about. It's going to take some time. So y'all get y'all beverages, your snacks, because I'm getting ready to talk about this thing here, right? So anyway, before I get started, make sure you're making it happen for yourself. You still got to make it happen for yourself, guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you are new to my channel, just browsing through and just happen to land on me, welcome, right? What I do here is, I'm not that messy, but I do talk about what's going on and give my perspective on things. I talk about pop culture, current events, as well as my reality shows. I am a reality head, and I will be talking about reality shows, right? I think my next video I'm going to talk about love, either love and marriage transfer or life after lockup. I'm going to do both of them, but that's what's going to be upcoming, right? But today, right now, I got to talk about Miss Kelly Price. What the fuck, right? Now, let me make sure I got all the preliminaries out the way. I just want y'all to know that Kelly Price is what I'm going to be commentating on today. I got strong feelings about this chaotic episode that happened over the last week. Okay? So first, like I said, welcome to Jacquie with a Q. Make sure you hit the like button, y'all. Y'all know I forget. I get to talking and forget to tell y'all. Please hit the like button. I'm trying to get into the algorithm. I am a new YouTuber. For those of you that don't know, I'm a new YouTuber. I'm trying to increase my subscriber base, as well as yeah, that's it. I'm trying to increase my subscriber base, right? My mind went somewhere. And I'm trying to increase my subscriber base. I left my water. That's what happened, y'all. I left my water over there. And because I'm going to be long-winded right now. Increase my subscriber base. And like I told you guys, I am going to have a, when I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to give 2 lucky subscribers a nice gift. Right? Okay. So just help me, guys. If you want to support my channel, my Cash App will be down in the description box, as well as my email and all of my social media sites. I appreciate the support of my channel. And let's see what else. Oh, and as I told the Jack Squad, that I will be finished with my part 1 of my series by the end of October. Okay, by the end of October, I'm steadfast with it, right? Because there's a lot of things I want to do, but I have to complete this project first, right? And so that will be done by the end of October and ready for purchase. Okay. Now, again, hit the like button. You know, if I knew how to, and I'm going to take time. I just ain't took the time. I'd be busy. I'm in different states, cities, and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't took time to learn how to edit, right? So all that fancy stuff all other YouTubers got, I just ain't took the time to do it, to learn how to do it, right? But right now, it would be commercial break, so you all could hit the bell, and subscribe, okay? So do that for me, guys. And so today, I'm going to talk about Kelly Price. Now, let me tell y'all something. I got lots of notes. I hope y'all bear with me. If I go too long, pause it, come back to it, right? Because I'm going to get all this off my chest because I feel a way about this, right? So it was reported last week that Kelly Price had gone missing. Now, to me, it made no sense for someone who had been very, very sick with COVID. They said she had an extreme case of COVID, that now you would go missing. It would seem to me, if you have had COVID or you have COVID or you're recovering from COVID, that you would want to be around the ones that love you, right? Now, she has a boyfriend who we have since found out is her husband. I'm going to get into that in a minute, right? So she was missing. And the sister was playfully asking for anyone's help in finding her sister. Okay? Now, when this first was announced that she was missing and had been missing about 30 days, I was like, damn, that don't sound good for no one to be missing that long and have not spoken to their children, their family, their aunties, cousins, sister, brother, anybody, right? So, with all and the reason why I was concerned, because I got wind of it at night. I remember I was laying in the bed and somebody sent me something, right? So the reason why I was concerned is because there are a lot of black women coming up missing all over the country. And as you all know, they do not look for us like they look for them. I'm going to leave that right there on the table, right? Y'all know who us is. Y'all know who them is, right? And so I was deeply concerned, right? Now, also, there's a lot of sex trafficking going on. There's a lot of harvesting of organs and all kind of tales of all kind of wrong stuff that can go wrong, right? Now, I was deeply concerned because I haven't been a victim of domestic violence and somebody kidnapping me and having a giant sucker attack because I don't want to be with them. I was concerned. I was deeply concerned about that because, number one, if this is your boyfriend, and it was being stated that the boyfriend was not allowing the children to come into the home. Now, right there, y'all, no. Right there is a no. Let me tell y'all something. See, I guess because I'm older and I see the red flags and I just don't fuck around, I don't move forward. There was a guy that was interested in me, and I was interested in him. But he told me that he didn't want any men in his house when he wasn't there. Okay, I get that part. But that means your friends can come in, because I got friends, right? I got my kids have fathers, I got brothers, cousins, nephews. All them people come to my house, right? Now, I'm the type of person, I don't want you coming to my house unannounced. I don't care who you are, right? But if you my people and you slide through, you slide through. And he was saying he wanted me to, when they do come over, if we were together, to call him and let him know. Now, I'm a grown-ass woman, been handling my business for a long time. I am not about to start at this late stage of the game asking you permission for my family members to come to my home. Boom. That didn't sit well with me, and we basically stopped talking. And he called me the other day, too. I talk nice, but that turned me all the way off. There will be no controlling of Jacquie. There will be no controlling of Jacquie, right? Bad sign. Huge red flag. Now, anyway, he was not allowing the children. I can get, you don't want your sister, your brother, your messy-ass cousins, your crazy-ass aunties. I get all that. But at a time like this, when you have been near death, and your family want to get in touch with you, you, as the boyfriend / husband, fiance, whatever your title is, you were supposed to let the people know. Now, right there is when shit all go bad for me, right? I'm thinking he got her. He done buried her in the backyard. Niggas do all type of crazy shit. And like I told you, I'm from Cleveland, where they're killing women left and right. Just last week, in my neighborhood, where I'm from, where I grew up at, and where my church is, right down the street from my church, a guy, there was a standoff, police standoff. He killed her, and he killed himself. Y'all know I did the live, I don't know, a few weeks ago, a month ago, in my apartment complex. And where I live is like Mayberry RFD. And he had killed her, and the police, and took the kids, and the police, there was a standoff, and the SWAT went in there and got his ass and took him on out, right? So it's not far-fetched to think that a man would do something to his mate. It's not far-fetched. The shit happens every day, right? I was concerned. I was legitimately concerned, just like everybody else, right? Now, I just happened, maybe the next day, see that the sister was being interviewed by Larry Reed. I watched that live, right? Sister was authentically worried, right? I could see it. I could hear it in her voice. And I knew she was worried. Now then, whether the sister talked to her every day or the sister ain't talked to her in 10 motherfucking years, if my sister go missing, and ain't nobody heard from her, I'm kicking in doors and finding my sister. It's an all-out search. Me and my boys, let's go find her, right? We go into the house where dude at, where buddy at, we go in there, and we going to sit up in there and have a whole conversation. That's what we going to do, right? I don't care if I ain't talked to her in 10 years. That's my sister. I love her. And where the fuck she at, nigga, right? Now, So the sister was genuinely concerned about where her sister was. Like I said, I could hear it in her voice. Now at this point, I'm like, ooh, this is it. This is really something, right? I did not understand. This is where it go kind of gray for me. I didn't understand how she had been in the hospital with COVID, near death, bad case of COVID, and then it was stated that she checked herself out of the hospital. Now, that right there is all goofy wacky to me. Because if you got COVID, why would you want to leave where they're giving you care? Okay? Didn't make no sense. And having had friends that have been through this and gave me step-by-step, play-by-play, people do, once they feel better, do want to go home, right? But I get that part. But I think it was being said that she went, against the doctor. She went on with herself and against the doctor's orders, right? Now, that didn't make sense because it seemed like you got sense enough to stay somewhere. See, my problem, especially with this COVID, is people dispersing themselves out into the universe and ain't fully healed. I got a problem with that, right? Well, anyway, she said she went home. They said she went on about her business. But if you got COVID and you're sick, don't you want to be at home? Like when I'm sick, I don't care. I could be in a palace of mansion. I want to be in the comfort of my home. That's where I want to be. When I'm going through anything, I want to be in my home. I don't give a damn if I just left the White House, the penthouse, the castle, the palace. I want to be in my house, right? There are certain things, times in my life when I'm feeling away, I want to be at home. So, sister says, please, y'all help me. Now, in the meantime, the sister had been reaching out to folks who she thought would be concerned and knew Kelly, right? So I watched that interview. That went off. Now, what was last night? Last night was Sunday. So I think that was Saturday, right? I saw that. I think that was Saturday. Okay. So then, still no Kelly, right? And it was also stated that they did a welfare check. According to the sister, the police went over there and did a welfare check. And the police said that she wasn't there. Now, that right there, another gray area, because if someone's missing, shouldn't you take them to the police station and interrogate them? That's what I'm thinking. Like, if she's missing, she's been missing 30 days and she was sick and she had COVID, let's pull Buddy in. Let's have a conversation with him. Let's talk to him. Let's look in his eyes, let him feel the atmosphere, and let's talk to him, right? That didn't happen. That concerned me. So I'm like, why didn't they do that, right? He said she ain't there. They looked around, didn't see her. Okay, goodbye. All of that was weird to me, right? Okay. And then someone said, well, that was Atlanta. Atlanta don't care no way. Atlanta police, this and that, right? I don't know because I'm not familiar with them, right? So that day went on. Everybody looking for Kelly. I'm still thinking that she's not here. I actually thought she was dead, y'all. Because what mother does not contact their kids when you know your kids are worried about you? One, because you had COVID, a bad case of it. Two, because you are missing. Like, why would you none of it makes sense to me. Like, if you were alive, shit, you gonna call your kids, be like, hey, I'm okay. Like, me and my kids, I'm gonna take me for example. I turn my phone off when I'm recording, because I don't want to get distracted, none of that. So most of the time, or if I want to be busy for a long period of time with videos, I will tell my kids, I will call each one of them and say, hey, phone gonna be off for a while. Now, a lot of times I do that, they'll still call me, right? But, we close like that. But that's what I do. And I may call a girlfriend or two. Or if I'm going out of town, if I'm doing something, it depends on what I'm doing. And I'm not going to want to be bothered. I have a girlfriend that I'll call, a girlfriend or two, or my kids, right? Now, my kids would not, if they had, let me just tell y'all something. See, I don't know what the dynamics, this is when I start thinking about the dynamics of the family. Because my kids, and I have three. My oldest son, I ain't even talking to him right now. But if I were to come up missing, he the first one on his way. He on his way because he think I'm only his mama, right? Now, my baby boy, he coming strong, right? My daughter coming. They coming. My kids is coming wherever they think I'm at. And if I had a boyfriend in there talking about he don't know and y'all can't come in, that wouldn't go. That would not fly with my kids. It wouldn't fly with my daughter, let alone my sons. That shit wouldn't fly, right? Shit, my sister, shit. You know what I'm saying? So my girlfriend, that shit ain't gonna fly with my peoples, right? We coming up in there, bro. We gonna all sit here and wait together. That's what's gonna happen, right? So I didn't understand any of that. Now I do know if you are in a controlling relationship, your mate don't want them peoples around nowhere. They want to isolate you. They want to isolate you, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. Okay, so that was Saturday. That was Saturday, right? Then I want to say later Saturday, or was it either Sunday, yesterday? Later, it was yesterday, that Nikki Gilbert stated that she had spoke to her. Now I'm all the way confused. Like, who the fuck stays away from their family and don't call them? How dare you? How selfish of you. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Let me insert this right now, right here. When I watched R&B Divas, y'all know I'm a reality head. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am a reality head. I watch all reality, especially black folks. When I watched R&B Divas, I disliked Kelly Price and Nikki Gilbert. They were not nice people, and I did not like them. I was like, ooh. You know, you ever like somebody and you see how they really are, you be like, ooh, they turned me off. So, especially Kelly Price, right? Now then, out of all the people, are you and Nikki that close that you gonna call her over your sister? This was I didn't get that part. Like, why would you call Nikki? Fuck your sister. Call your daughter. Call your aunties who waiting. You know, because the sister kept saying, we are a small family. I just lost my grandmama, my grandparents a few months ago. We lost a sister 6 years ago. Mom and daddy dead. Like, why would you call? And let me tell y'all something about people, right? And I saw it in the interview when I watched the interview with Nikki. And I've had this situation happen to me in my life. When there's a person close to you that's not family and they believe that they're closer to you than your family, that's a problem. That's a problem, right? That's a problem. And I'm going to go deep into that in my book because I'm experiencing that, right? I have, and I'm in it, like right now, right? And yeah, for that reason, I'm not talking to certain folks, right? Them your peoples. Go ahead, have at it, right? So, she called Nikki. Now, okay, she called Nikki and said she all right. That baffled me. Like, you didn't call your daughter or your son. Like, me and my daughter's close. That's my girlfriend, right? I'm gonna call her. I might call her and tell her some shit that I would not tell my son. You feel me? So, you called Nikki. All right, cool. You called Nikki. At least you all right. Now I'm angry because you done let people look for you for a week. This shit went national. It went viral. What kind of person are you? All you had to do was FaceTime one person. One person. You could have just, what you could have did if you just don't want to talk, because there are times when I don't want to talk, and my close friends know that about me. I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't mad at nobody. I just don't feel like talking. Believe it or not, even though I talk a lot, there's times I don't feel like talking. Reminder, hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, y'all. Hit the bell and subscribe. But anyway, there are times when I don't feel like talking. I just don't feel like being bothered. I just want to be with me right now, right? She could have FaceTimed any one person, her son, her daughter, her sister, and did this and said, I'm all right, and hung it up. At least they would know you're not dead, because the sister thought like I thought that she was dead, and the sister said that. I thought my sister was dead. You want to put your family through that type of torture, that mental anguish like that, because of what? Because of what, Kelly Price? Like, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. So now you here. You okay. All right. So Nikki say later on tonight she going live. Another thing I didn't understand, why we wait until later on tonight? The public wants to know. Her fans want to know. I'm not a fan, but I'm nosy as shit. And I was genuinely concerned. I want to know. Tell us what's happening. Why we got to wait till 10:30 at night? Now, yesterday, early in the day, yeah, that was Saturday Nikki talked to her. the sister got back on Larry Reid, because I watched the Larry Reid episode live Saturday, whatever day that was, and I watched it Sunday. When I just happened to catch it again, and it was live, and he was talking to her, and then he said, come on, we're bringing her on. And she stated, yes, Nikki has talked to my sister, but Nikki did not call the sister. So you want to perpetuate this shit. Even if they ain't getting along, whatever it is, that's still her sister. That's what I'm saying about allowing people to be closer to you than your own flesh and blood. Right? Because there's going to come a time you're going to need your sister. Let me tell y'all something. When you need a motherfucker, some of them people that you putting all your trust in ain't going to come. Because they not blood. Right? So, the sister was still gracious and still thankful and still concerned. And she said, I appreciate Nikki and this and that, but Nikki has not called me. Why didn't Nikki call the sister? Why y'all trying to keep the sister out of this? Like, what joy are you getting from hurting your sister who cares about you? I don't give a damn if y'all don't talk once every 10 years, once a century. That's your sister. And this is a serious situation. And the woman thought you was dead. You lost all cool points. I ain't like you no damn way, Kelly Price, after watching R&B Divas, but I really don't like you now because something wrong with you, right? I don't know if it was for attention, if it was for it was a publicity stunt gone wrong, it carried on too long, because ain't nobody in their right mind. Like, who are your people? Who is your publicist? Who are your people that thought this was cool for you not to say shit and the whole world looking for you? Who the fuck are your people? And if you got them kind of people on your team, fire them right now. Fire them now, right? Now then, like I stated, the sister was talking to Larry Reid. Larry Reid got upset right there with her. He got upset and said, excuse me, I'm sorry, but I got to say this. Now, what I want to know is why, I still want to know why they found out, like I said, that the boyfriend was now the husband. Why is that a secret? Why was the husband a secret? Let me tell you, I told y'all this before a couple of videos back. I had an aunt told me, she said, why we don't ever meet your boyfriends? And for one, they really wasn't shit. They were just fun to be with, and I was young. And she said, why we don't ever meet them? She said, if you're afraid to bring them around your family, they ain't worth being with. Boom. Right? I was like, ooh, okay, that gave me something to think about. And I think I was in my 20s. That gave me something to think about. But at the time, I just wanted to have fun. I didn't really give a damn if you wasn't shit or not. I just wanted to have fun, right? And she said they're not worth being with. So if you got to hide your person, your mate, maybe they ain't the right person for you if you got to hide them, right? Now then, so the sister again, she thanked everybody. Larry Reid had a rant, which I would have too. How dare you have everybody looking for you, concerned about you, worried about you, and your big fat funky ass sitting somewhere acting funny. And, I know she got a lot of fans. I'm not a fan. She can sing. Yes, she can. I remember when she first got started, and like the sister said, they were gospel singers before. Wonderful. But for you to be that selfish, to have everybody looking for you, and you don't give a damn. If you don't give a damn about the people's going to stop giving a damn about you. That's where you get your money from. That's where you get your money from, sis. Now, do I think that the boyfriend, fiance / husband is influencing her? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's probably her thought initially, because I just think she's not cool. But he's not helping the situation. Like, let's say, my guy was with my ex. If something went on in my family, he'd be like, well, you should talk to him. Listen, he would say that. That's what a good man does. Tell you, listen, that shit ain't worth being mad about, or whatever you need to say. Or sneak and call, be like, Kelly over here, and she just don't want to be bothered with y'all, but she cool, y'all. I'm probably going to keep y'all up on it. Instead of pushing everybody back, right? The pushback is, I don't believe it was because Kelly wanted it. He know Kelly wanted it, but it's also because he wants to isolate her. The isolation is going to begin, and the control. Because there was on the Larry Reid show saying that Kelly had taken some meetings, and he was with her. I don't know if he's her manager or not. He was with her, and they saw some abusive shit going on right at the table in front of everybody, where he grabbed her arm and all that kind of stuff. And then the next day, when they saw her, she had on the big glasses. That's always a sign of abuse or crying or, some fuck shit that ain't going on right? Like, listen, you have to think more of yourself than you do of that person. But like, what I believe is that Kelly is probably still suffering from, and I'm not body shaming, but I think she's still suffering from fat girl syndrome. So she's probably insecure about a lot of things, and she probably think he's best thing smoking, and she want to make sure he stay with her, right? Now, so Larry Reed went on a rant about it, which I don't blame him, because he was sincerely looking and praying and carrying on. People was, concerned about her. Sister said, still thank you. He said, well, what if your sister called you? She said, well, what did she say? I'm going to forgive her, but we have to have a conversation, right? We have to have a conversation, right? Now, Sister was still very gracious, very thankful, and very concerned. Okay? That's the way she came across. So later on that night, I catch the Nikki live. Nikki was going around. I'm a straight shooter, right? Just come on with the shit. You see it, we all waiting. Come on with it, right? She went to talk about everything, then she finally got to that. I had to skip through. Okay, so she said, yeah, I talked to her, and I'm not going to say what I said, but she's okay. She's not being held hostage, and I don't, I'm not going to speak about her and her sister. She's being a little evasive, but she was basically saying I talked to her, she's okay. Now, at the same time that Nikki was going live, Kelly Price was going live on TMZ. And you picked TMZ. You could have picked Fox Soul. You could have called Oprah. Yeah, you could have called Erica Campbell. They got a studio. Like, you picked TMZ. That's a whole messy situation right there for me, right? So I put Nikki on pause because she had said enough. I'd heard enough. And I started listening to Kelly. So right away she went in for the sympathy. Yeah, I had COVID and I almost died. You having COVID and almost dying ain't got shit to do with ignoring your family. Nothing. Sorry that you almost died. We glad you still here. I don't wish death on anybody. But the fact that you didn't let your kids know where you was, I don't like that. Right? So she said, I almost died and this and that. And then she said her husband had COVID too. Now, that had never been stated before. I wondered, did the police know that when they went to do the welfare check? Husband had it. Husband was caring for her. It was stated that she had a concierge doctor. And then she said she had home health aides coming in there. Now, you would rather risk all these people coming into your house to care for you while you're sick than staying your ass in the hospital, right? Was the guy pressuring her to come home? Did he marry you? Did he marry you in case you died? He could be your beneficiary. These are all questions that come to my mind, right? Like, why does the sudden secret marriage? And it's also been stated that maybe she's not in Atlanta no more. She's in LA somewhere. Vegas, I don't know, somewhere. She's somewhere, right? Other than Atlanta. Like, what's all the secret? Like, is somebody after you? Like, what's all the secret shit about, right? So, that's what had me wondering, like, why? Who is he? Let us see a picture of him. I want to see who he is. Who is he? I can read him real good. Just let me see a picture of him, right? I do not like the fact that Kelly did this. She put her family through mental torture. Now, like I said before, when she got on, she said, me and my sister don't talk. She couldn't wait to say that me and my sister don't talk. Like that was some cute shit, or basically you was saying, fuck your sister. That's how it came off to me. Me and my sister don't talk, and we haven't spoke since my mother died. Now, y'all know when people die, folks get funny about when people die. Why? I don't know, but that is a phenomenon. When folks die, family break up, split up, cuss out, fuss out, shit go haywire, right? And then she said, but before that, I hadn't seen her since COVID, and before that, she said we talk once a year. We didn't really talk. Like, she went into detail, but that fuck your sister. Your kids, the people that you had out of your body, what about them, right? She said, everybody said my kids, my daughters, and she said 27 or 29 or something like. I watched that whole TMZ thing. Y'all watch it. Pull it. It'll come right up. Google it. Like, and tell me drop down in the comments and tell me what y'all think of the TMZ interview where Kelly was speaking. Tell me what y'all think about the Larry Reed with the sister. Tell me what y'all think about Nikki Gilbert's response. Like, the whole shit seemed like fuckery to me. You know, if you're sick, that's when people want to know if you're all right. People just call you. And so Kelly said, well, she had all of her devices off. You didn't think not one time to text your kids and say, Mommy, all right? Let me tell y'all something. I had to explain it to my son and my brother. Because, you know, I will turn my phone off at times because I don't want to be bothered. And I have to rejuvenate. Like, I have to recharge my battery. Because if I don't recharge my battery, then I ain't good for nobody. I have to recharge my battery. And I am the oldest in my family. And, you know, people call me, my friends, shit like that. My kids call me 15 times a day. But sometimes I have to recharge my battery for myself, right? So that I can be available for the others, right? And I told my son that I don't know if I was here yet or just before I got here. I think I was here already. And they couldn't get me. So it really bothers them because they're in different cities, right? And my son basically said, Ma, you can't do that. My brother did too. Like, you the matriarch, you can't do that. Now, my mother is still living. But, you know, they was like, you can't do that, right? We just ain't having that. You know, so that is why now when I do it, I let them know, hey, I'm about to turn my phone off for a while. That's that. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler at you. You know, that's what you do when you don't want to be bothered. You can text it, you know, but you don't go on and let somebody think that you're dead. Because it was beyond missing. It was like, we think you're dead, right? And then you come on with this lackadaisical, I don't really give a fuck about my sister because we don't ever talk bullshit. Like, I ain't like that at all. You never mention your kids. You know, you said, my kids is grown. They're 27, 29. So what? So what? You don't think they're concerned about you? Now, what will happen is folks won't be concerned about you. You can't cry wolf. Now, when that nigga really get to whooping off on you and terrorizing you and abusing you and you want your family, then what? Because that's what's going to happen. If he was bold enough to shake you up at the table in front of all these professional folks, you know, she was taking meetings and he was there. Well, I don't know why you brought his raggedy ass with you anyway, because that always goes bad unless he knows how to act. And the next day, like I said, she had on the glasses and shit like that, right? Like, that's too much. And if he's your man, and let's say he's not in the business, he should respect you enough to let you go handle your business, and then I'll see you when you get back. You ain't got no business at the business meetings. Why you there? Why you there? Why you causing a scene? Why you causing a ruckus? Why you causing a confusion? I'm going to tell y'all. It's going to come a point where she's going to be up in that house and he's going to be doing whatever he want to do to her, and then you're going to need your family. I hope not. That's usually how it happens, though. That's usually how it happens, right? And nobody's going to come to your aid. You know what I mean? Because you know. And then she said that her daughter was coerced to act like that. That shit didn't even make no sense. Me and my daughter, right now, my sister could not tell my daughter, act like your mama missing. What would they gain from that? What would they gain from that? Like, none of this whole shit made sense to me. It didn't make sense to me in Kelly's response, Kelly's actions. The only person that made sense to me was the sister. Period. The shit Nikki was saying kind of sort of made sense, but you know, she was acting like, you know, I came on here with my girls because this is a safe place. Nobody about to bother you, girl. We just want to know what she said, right? Like, all of this shit, I didn't like y'all in no damn way, right? After I watched R&B Divas, I was through with Niecee and Kelly. I was shocked at Kelly Price because I liked her. I didn't really give a fuck about Niecee, no way. But I liked Kelly Price, you know what I'm saying? And after that R&B Divas show, I was like, ooh, right? So, y'all drop down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what you guys think about this debacle. Because this was some straight bullshit, right? Like, you had the whole world in an uproar looking for your funky ass, and you was sitting there acting like you don't know people looking for you. And let's say you had all your devices turned off. Your husband knew where you was. When the police came to the door, he was supposed to call you and say, Kelly, the police here, you want to call somebody, let them know you're all right. That's what somebody do with good sense. That's what somebody do with good sense. Say, hey, okay, call somebody. Let them know you're okay and that you want your privacy, and people will respect that. I don't respect you now, Kelly. You know, I would have respected if you said, hey, y'all, I done went through some traumatic shit. That goddamn COVID ain't no joke. because my friends have told me this, my cousin told me this. I would appreciate, I just need to be left alone. But I get you want to be by yourself, but to let your people and your fans worry about you, that's the part I don't like and don't get. I don't get that. And if it was a publicity stunt and you took it too far, because I want to know who your publicist is and thought that was a good idea. Who is your people? And then the lawyer was talking, and it seemed like the lawyer, I got off of the lawyer, but it seems like the lawyer was saying she's going to have conversations with certain people. Like the sister was concerned, The sister was concerned. So I don't know what the lawyer seemed like she was going to do, it was going to be some repercussions for folks. Like I don't get none of this shit. I don't get none of this shit, y'all. Again, like I said, I'm pissed about it, for real. I couldn't wait to get home, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I wanted to talk about it last night, but I was at my daughter's, and the twins, once we go through our day and the twins settle down, I'm tired. Because I was like, well, I'll talk about it tonight. But I was tired, right? Couldn't wait to get home today. Could not wait to get home today so I could sit up and talk about it. Anyway, y'all, that's my spiel on the Kelly Price debacle. She was full of shit. I hope she does recover fully from COVID. I do hope that. Like I said, subscribe if you're new here. To support my channel, my Cash App is down in the description box. You guys let me know what you think about this. I want to know everybody's comments, good or bad, whatever. I want to know everybody's comments because this shit has me baffled. Like, who does this weird shit? Like 2020 and 2021, these are some weird ass years, and we seeing a lot of weird shit that we ain't seen in abundance. We're seeing weird stuff in abundance, weird events in abundance. Like, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this stuff. Now I got to wash my clothes. I was gonna wash my clothes first. I couldn't. I had to talk to y'all. Right? Get that shit off my chest. Okay, y'all. So anyway, like I said, my next few videos, I'm going to talk about some reality shows, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Life After Lockup. Okay? Might talk about the Housewives all in one because they ain't really giving that much. Talk about it all in one little segment. But anyway, y'all, be good and keep your mask on. Bye-bye.